Welcome back to my channel. The toy industry is expected to reach a market of $206.4 billion this year alone. However, there are less than 5 colleges in the United States that offer a way to get a real piece of that pie, which is why in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 8 things that you can do to become a successful toy designer. Starting with number 1, understand the toy industry. To thrive as a toy designer, you have to first understand the landscape of the toy industry. Start by identifying the leading toy companies and their best-selling products. For example, Mattel's Barbie, Spin Master's Paw Patrol and Rubik's Cube, Hasbro's Monopoly, Jazzware's Squishmallows, and Lego's anything, and anything Star Wars. Now, notice the trends and the themes. What themes or technologies are currently popular? Decipher why they might be popular and what's predicted to fade out by industry experts. Now, right now, classic IPs are dominating, and companies are heavily investing in their classic IPs. With the trend of nostalgic toys in 2021 exploding and Barbie mania in 2023, consumers are loving comfort nostalgia right now, which is why it's no surprise that something like Squishmallows being so comforting is so popular. But how do you identify these trends as they're happening? Or better yet, before? To do that, you want to engage with market research reports and news updates every week and make it your routine. The top toy industry news report is called the Bloom Report. It comes out every week on Fridays. You also want to subscribe to the Toy Book. Understanding the industry cycle and how it relates to other industries like home goods, entertainment, even fashion is going to help you anticipate and innovate ahead of trends in the toy industry.
Here's the thing. The toy industry tends to trail behind other trend-focused industries. So if you want to see what's coming to the toy industry, you want to look at things like video games, you want to look at upcoming movie releases, the fashion industry, and even home decor.
Number 2, you want to master relevant skills. Toy design isn't just about sketching figures, it involves a mix of technical and soft skills. Technical skills include proficiency in 3D modeling software like Autodesk, Maya, or Blender, and CAD tools like SolidWorks, which are crucial if your job is to build 3D models for toys or prototyping and sample making. But not every job requires those tools. The skills you need really depends on the job you want. For example, product managers have a hand in the toy design process, but they actually never have to touch 3D programs at all. So for them, soft skills like creative thinking, problem solving, people management can be honed by taking on freelance work in and around the toy industry. If you're struggling to get a specific toy job, start with focusing on product development jobs in the home goods industry, soft goods, or other plastics consumer goods. Because working with a factory, building BOMs, price negotiation, management, timelines, all of that will happen in those jobs, and those are skills that are transferable to any toy job. Also, understanding child development can greatly influence how you effectively design your toys for specific age groups. One thing that toy companies love to hear in the interview process is that you have the skill and passion for finding a balance between what the customer wants and what the retailers at stores need. That means you have to know how to balance price, form, and function. Now, number 3, build a strong portfolio. A standout portfolio will make all the difference when applying for a toy job. You want your portfolio content to directly align with the category of toy job that you are applying for. That means that if you are applying for a job in the girls' toy department, you need a portfolio that is 80% girls' toys. But that's not all. You need a portfolio that showcases not only finished products, but also your design process and problem-solving ability. The lower level the position, the more important that process work is, because how you think is partially what they're hiring you for. The higher level the position, the more important growth data is. So lead with the most professional work you have, which may be work from a full-time job or freelance work, and follow that with designs that you've done for school, projects, or personal concepts, if those are still relevant. You want to make it visually appealing and professional, and assure it's easily accessible online, ideally on a personal website like, yourname.com. I have azhellewade.com. And if you want inspiration on what your portfolio should look like, you could definitely look at mine. Again, that's azhellewade.com. And you'll see that I organize my portfolio by job function like product development, branding. But I don't want you to just look at one person's portfolio. You should also search for alumni portfolios of toy design graduates at schools like the Fashion Institute of Technology or Otis. Those portfolios, a lot of them are online, so you can really see what toy companies are expecting to see because you can see what other toy design graduates are showing them. Those toy design graduates are being guided to create these specific looking portfolios so they can get toy jobs. Number 4, network relentlessly. Building a network can open doors in the toy design world. You should start by going to toy trade shows and attending the networking events listed on the event schedule. I know it can be scary, but you've got to go to network. The top toy trade shows that I would recommend for someone looking for a toy job are New York Toy Fair and Chicago Toy and Game Week. I'm going to be real with you. Chicago Toy and Game Week is going to be a lot less intimidating than New York Toy Fair, but for both of these events, if you don't go to the networking events that are included, then you are not going to make the most of that event. So go network. For a full list of toy trade shows, check the description for a PDF called the Toy Trade Show Handbook. After you actually attend a toy trade show, the networking isn't over. You want to use platforms like LinkedIn to keep in touch with people you've met and share your work. Remember, the goal isn't just to collect business cards at these trade shows, but to build meaningful relationships that could lead to collaborations, job opportunities, or just valuable advice down the line. You're not going to get everything all at once. You've got to build it over time. Number 5, gain experience. More than likely, when you first start out, you're gonna have to start with internships. I used to intern at Madame Alexander. Loved it. Best job ever. I want you to look for internships at whatever companies excite you the most. Companies like Hasbro, Mattel, Spin Master, all have internship programs. Big toy companies typically take interns in the summer and the fall, and they can offer a lot of really good hands-on experience, not to mention you'll get a really great name for your resume. Beyond using Google, I want you to look for industry-specific job boards. There are industry-specific job boards such as toyjobs.com and the Women in Toys job board that can help you find internship opportunities and beyond. Using Google for a keyword search is a great way to also find jobs. LinkedIn is another great way. Go to LinkedIn, look up the toy company that you want to work for, and once you've clicked on that toy company, go back to the search bar and type in hiring, growing in the search bar. So what you're doing is you're searching for all posts that have been posted on LinkedIn by somebody that works for one of the companies that you want to work for. I'm telling you, it never fails. Oftentimes, people at those companies will post, "We're looking to grow our team," or "We'll be hiring soon," right when the job posting goes up, the moment that they can. So you can be one of the first people to see that if you do this type of search. And of course, if you follow people that work for certain toy companies in the HR department, in the product development department, in whatever department you want to work in at that company, you'll also see their post on your feed. So you also will notice when they post something like hiring, expanding our team. Don't sleep on that tip. Now, if you find yourself struggling to get a toy job, don't worry, consider freelance. You can start small. You don't apply for freelance positions, but you can direct message the person in charge of the department you want to freelance for and say, "Hey, I'm available for freelance work. Here is my portfolio. Please let me know if you'd like to get my rate card. I would be honored to work with your team." Trust me, I've had that done to me before when I worked full-time at a toy company. It works. I have hired people that have reached out to me through LinkedIn. Whenever you're reaching out to a toy company directly like this, leverage all your experience. Highlight relevant experience, even if it's from other industries, that showcases your skills in design, product development, branding, or marketing, whatever you are messaging them to do freelance work for. Number 6, specialize and innovate. Focus on a specific area. When you're looking to get a job in the toy industry, you have to choose a niche. Decide on a specific area of the toy industry that you want to specialize in, like action figures, educational toys, electronic toys. toys. Specialization will help you stand out in the competitive job market. They'll look at your resume, they'll look at your portfolio and say, yes, this is the perfect person to bring into my arts and crafts brand. The next thing you want to do is stay updated on technology and material. So stay learning, keep informed about new technologies, materials, and manufacturing processes in the toy industry. A great resource for that is, of course, my podcast, Making It in the Toy Industry, but also attend toy industry workshops and take additional courses, expand your learning. Consider enrolling in specialized programs like the Toy Design Bachelor's at FIT or Otis College, which both offer comprehensive training in toy design, including the latest industry trends and technologies. If you're ready to develop your own toy or game product, you really want to check out Toy Creators Academy, because we'll connect you with factories, teach you how to talk to them, develop your product, and pitch it to retailers to get it in stores. If you really want to stand out in the job hunt process, you've got to understand some safety regulations in the toy industry. So you can develop your own understanding of safety regulations and testing requirement for toys by researching it online. This knowledge is readily available and crucial for designing safe and compliant products, but you'd be surprised to know that not all people starting in the toy industry know about the safety regulations required for different toys. So get yourself ahead of the game, learn what a choke tube is and how to properly use it to decide if your toy is safe for 3 and under or not, and you will be ahead of the game. Number 7, build out your resume. Now, if you're still having a hard time finding a toy job, don't be afraid to dive into building your own toy brand first. If you have an inkling to be a toy entrepreneur and you want to build your own toy brand and you're struggling to get into a toy company to do that for them, go for it. Entrepreneurship can teach you so much about the toy industry. So if you have a unique vision or an innovative idea, think about starting your own toy design business. This will provide you creative freedom and an opportunity to bring your concepts to market. And then if you still decide you want to work in the toy industry full time, you will have more than the skills that most people have when they first start out in this industry. You will be super current with the latest design softwares, the latest toy trade shows. You will have built your network, and you will likely have learned how to manage a team in that entire process. So starting your own toy business could actually be a pathway to getting into the professional side of the toy industry, because you will have proof of concept that you know not only how to develop a toy, but how to manage a business. Look, becoming a successful toy designer is more than just about having great ideas. It's about understanding the market, mastering your craft, and connecting with the right people. You can start today by exploring all of the tips from this video, and you will be well on your way by carving out your path in the toy industry. Remember, every big name in this industry started somewhere small where no one knew who they were. Now it's your turn. Until next week, I'll see you later.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you love this t-shirt, you can actually get your own. Check out the link in the description for all of the merch associated with this channel. Thanks so much. Bye.